All right, thanks, Sarah. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Feast for the Soul, day 3. We had the opening ceremony on Friday. Sarah led a beautiful heart-based meditation yesterday, and today it's day 3. So to introduce myself, I know quite a lot of you, but it would be wonderful firstly to say I'm really excited about this 40 days of Feast for the Soul. It's a 40-day spiritual practice, and being together and being in this compassionate community to empower ourselves and bring forward the beauty that is peace within, which radiates out into harmony into our world and brings in this empowered sense of unity. And I think we all think that the world needs it at this time. So I'm Sue Cooper. I am based here in Nottingham in England. And I think most people in the world have heard of Nottingham through Robin Hood, who was a bit of a bad lad, but also very good that he took from the rich and gave to the poor. He was very much in the early days of equality and equity. My background is nursing. I have been a registered nurse for about 45 years, passionate about healthcare and self-care. And I'm also a teacher with the McLean Meditation Institute, Sarah's faculty, as well as an Ayurvedic lifestyle instructor from the Chopra Centre, headed by Deepak Chopra and team. So I'm also the founder of MOM, Moments of Mass Mindfulness. And at the heart of MOM is compassion and care. And for this meditation today, we're going to bring in this word compassion into our lives, into our hearts, into our very being. And I love to play with words. And I see compassion in two ways. And if we actually look at the word compassion, the first 3 letters are com, which means coming together. It's a gathering, com, like community, coming together in unity. And then the last 7 letters are passion. And passion and purpose go together perfectly. So we will look at, when we get started, of what is it that's in our lives, what are we passionate about, and how can we expand that in our lives. So that's compassion from one aspect, but another aspect is the first 7 letters of compassion is compass. This word compass, where we have our own inbuilt GPS system, our own navigation system. And the last 3 letters are ion. An ion is a polarity. It's positive or negative. And within a mindfulness practice, we're not actually looking to change anything. We're looking to notice how we're feeling. So this compass is our compass of how we're feeling emotionally, how we're feeling physically, and not changing anything because we're noticing. But then we do have this power that we can, if we should want to become conscious choice makers. So mindfulness is about bringing ourselves into the present moment, noticing what's arising, bringing it forward, and particularly in a safe and a beautiful community such as this, and then choosing, having that choice of whether we want to stay with that feeling or that sensation and explore it a little more, or maybe change it and alchemize it into something slightly different. So we're going to play with our inner compass today. We're also going to look at the 4 A's of emotional intelligence. So the first A of emotional intelligence, according to the work that is led by Deepak Chopra, is attention. And when we place our attention, we energize what we want to manifest or what we want to see. So attention is about this ability to see. The next A is affection. And it's about giving ourselves, we are incredibly wired to be self-critical. So it's about giving ourselves some affection. It's the quality of authentic presence. So it's the authentic presence in the here and now. And when we give ourselves affection and this gentleness, this kindness, we're in a position then to be empowered to radiate it out. And it's a natural flow. So that's attention and affection. The next A is appreciation. And it's to have acknowledge value. When we come from appreciation, we come from a sense of abundance. And again, that raises very much this incredible sense of gratitude. And when we raise our vibration towards gratitude, we move into the heart. We move away from lack to abundance. And then the fourth one is acceptance. And it's about acceptance of we are where we are in the here and now. It is as it is a mantra that I use again and again. And when we move into acceptance, we move into this alchemical power. It's a transformative power. So let's play with all this. These are words, these are simply words. But what we love so much about this spiritual practice, this journey, is that it's the experience of embedding this within ourselves and seeing how this works for us in this uniqueness of our own being. So shall we move into a meditation? Shall we move into a place of comfort? We're now live on Facebook, so I welcome everybody who's here in the Zoom room at this moment and everybody who's watching on Facebook Live and also who will be watching the recording for the rest of the day. So I'm Sue Cooper and I really welcome you to settle in and find that place of centered comfort. And we love to spend a few moments really settling into comfort because very often I suggest plonk ourselves down and that we are where we are. So we're moving into this place of comfort, settling in, and know that anytime during this meditation, it's absolutely fine to move around. We don't have to stay still. We're noticing sensations within the body and feelings that arise. So when you find that place of comfort, it may be sitting, it may be lying, however feels right for you, I invite you to become aware of your major sense, and that is the sense of sight. And this is a sense of attention, seeing and being seen. So look around the room now, look around at the many faces that are here and look around the room. Just check that you feel comfortable, that you feel safe in the environment that you're in. Because when we feel safe, we move away from fear into safety and we can start to let go. And then I invite you, when you've looked around, you're feeling everything's in order, everything's in place. I invite you to either lower your gaze with a soft focus or close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, you move into the next major sense, which is a sense of hearing. So notice if you can hear noises in the outer environment, maybe outside your room. Feel that you're stretching, you're expanding the sense of hearing, sense of sound. And then bring your sense slowly in so that your attention is in the room. And notice if you can hear sounds in the room. Welcome sounds. We know that sounds are never a barrier to meditation. So welcome whatever arises. And then bring your attention slowly in to the inner experience and notice if there are any sounds in the body. If you move your neck gently, you may hear a gentle creak in the back of your neck or the sound of your belly gurgling. Welcome this connection with yourself. The power of attention, energizes. And then the next major sense is a sense of touch, which is the largest organ of our body, the skin. So without judgment, simply notice how you're feeling. Are you feeling warmth or cool? And it may be, if you're feeling cool, you want to simply wrap something around you. And a beautiful way to do this, if we've got quite a lot of clothing on, is notice the clothing on the body, gently hanging on the body, snuggling the skin. And then notice the breath entering the nose. And notice this gentle movement of the breath entering and moving up the nasal pathways, the nerve nadis within the nose. And feel the cooler air entering the nose, and then the warmer air leaving. So we're connecting with the breath, the cooler air entering and the warmer air leaving. And then notice a sense of smell as you're breathing in and out through your nose. Are there pleasant aromas in the room? What can you smell? If anything at all, connecting with that sense. And it may be that you can connect with the sense of taste as well. Because when we have the taste in the mouth, as we breathe out, sometimes we can taste within the taste of smell. These are the 5 major senses. But within a lot of the ancient traditions, there's a 6th sense, which is intuition. In meaning inner, and tuition meaning tutor. The inner tutor. And when we connect with this essential essence of self, when we become still, we start to become more aware of this inner compass. So in this place of comfort, I invite you to find even more comfort. Maybe move just gently so that you are feeling really safe and supported with whatever's holding you. It may be that you feel the touch of the chair against your back, your feet on the floor maybe. You know you're supported. And then I invite you to take your attention to the heart. You may want to touch the area of the heart space across the chest, or you may want to simply rest in awareness of the heart space, bringing in attention, affection, and appreciation, and acceptance of this moment. Feel the rise and fall of the chest as you breathe in and out gently. We change nothing. We're simply aware of the breath, the rise and fall of the chest. And with your attention on the heart, I invite you to set an intention for this practice today and for this day, day 3 of the spiritual practice of Feast for the Soul. And a question to ask yourself gently is, what is my heart's desire? Ask silently. Or what do I want? Ask without expectation from outcome. We expect nothing, we simply ask. And when we ask, we receive. What is it that you need in this moment to manifest? Again, ask What is my heart's desire? And then let that go. And we simply breathe in and out naturally. And we plant that seed of intention. And then at some stage, you'll remember what that intention was. You'll bring it into your attention and it will energize. So let's now move in to a heart coherence meditation for the next few minutes. And I invite you to think of somebody or something that really brings this sense of abundance, this sense of love into your life. It may be a person, it may be a place, a pet, a possession. Imagine, bring into your imagination, into your heart, somebody or something that brings you great love, great joy. And as you do that, maybe move your shoulders back to expand across the chest a little more. See that person or that place. Feel that feeling of love. And let that go. And then bring into your awareness somebody who really loves you. This deep love that is given to us. Bring this into your awareness. Bring this person or this pet really loves you. And feel that expansion. Feel the feeling of love within. Now let that image drop and stay with the feeling of being loved and giving love. And I'm going to lead you into what HeartMath calls a lock-in, heart lock-in meditation, which brings us into a state of coherence, which is balance, which is alignment. It settles the nervous system beautifully and allows us to feel the feelings as we rise in this sense of empowerment. So the breath is the same on the in-breath and the same on the out-breath. So let me guide you in this to start with and find this flow for yourself. So I'm going to guide you in breathing in for 5 and then out for 5. Without a break in between, we're flowing the breath in and out. So I invite you to exhale to start with. Relax the belly. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice if that's just right, or if you want to alter the in and the out count. So you're breathing naturally, the same in and the same out. Find your own flow. Be kind and gentle with yourself as you move into this rhythm that feels just right for you in this moment. When you find your beat, when you find your flow, I invite you to drop the count and stay with the breath. So I'm going to watch the time and we're going to do this together in our own time for the next 3 minutes. And before the time starts, if you find that your mind wanders to thoughts or feelings or sensations, simply notice with great kindness And use that inner compass to bring that attention back to this flow, and maybe start the count again to give yourself an anchor. So we're breathing in for the same count as we're breathing out, gently, naturally, with this rhythmic flow. So I'll watch the time. So notice the flow of the breath. Simply notice. If you're following a count, let it drop. And with the attention in the moment, rest in awareness of this present moment, right here, right now. Feel the sense of expansion across the chest, this sense of appreciation. Feel the feeling of love within. An acceptance of being right here, right now. Being present to anything that's arising. And with this gentleness of attention, attention back. Everything can wait. But this present moment, again and again, rises and falls away. We stay still in this place of peace and harmony. So let us relax the body a little more. I invite you to become aware of the whole of your face, the scalp, the forehead, and the eyes. Relax. Relax the muscles of the cheek, both cheeks, and maybe the ears too. And then bring your attention to the jaw. Relax the jaw, so there's spaciousness within the mouth. And bring the tongue forward, the tip of the tongue to rest behind the upper front teeth. Notice there's a little ridge there. This is a significant energy point. If this feels comfortable, rest the tip of the tongue there. And notice that you're not able now to close the jaw. Your jaw will always rest in this place of relaxation. Notice the chin. Move the chin down a little to release the back of the neck. And then take the shoulders away from the ears and slightly back again, so that you've got this expansiveness in the chest. Feel the rise of the chest with the gentle, natural breath, and the rise and fall of the belly. Simply relaxing the whole of the front. Take your attention to your arms. Relax the upper and lower arms and feel your hands resting within your lap. Rest in the hands for a moment with this power of attention. And maybe feel the tingling of the life force. It may be tingling, it may be vibration, it may be pulse. With this power of attention, notice with kindness. And then take your attention back up your arms to the back of your shoulders and release the upper back, the mid back and the lower back. Maybe feel the feelings of the support network, be it the chair or the floor, and release the hips, the pelvis, the whole of the sacral area, the sacrum. Know you're being held and supported. Take your attention down the upper legs, the front and the back of both legs. Maybe breathe in and breathe out, relaxing and releasing the legs a little more. The knees, front and back, lower legs, calf and shin, both legs, both ankles, and then connect with the heels of the feet, the soles of both feet, and the toes, resting on the floor or wherever you are in this moment. Know you're connected to Mother Earth. Feel that connection. Be kind with yourself. Patience and relaxation come together, and so does healing. So let's take our attention all the way slowly up the body, doing your own body scan and noticing with kindness if there's any area of tension within the body that's calling for your attention. And I invite you to simply breathe into that area as if you're breathing in through the nose and taking your attention within into a space that maybe just needs a little more loving kindness. And on the out breath, release and relax a little more. Maybe do that a few times within your own body scan. Checking with your own alignment, this sense of comfort. Know you are safe. Know you are well. Know you are in this moment right here, right now. Your mind is stiller. Your body is in alignment. And in this place of emotional awareness, attention, affection, appreciation, and acceptance, we are present in this moment at our optimum ability for our immune system, our beautiful immune system, to activate to its highest capacity. Know you are well. Know you are loved. Know you are love. So we're going to start in this place of relaxation, starting to energize the body. But before we do this, I'd like you to simply notice this moment, how you feel. Again, with kindness and compassion, with care. So shall we start to energize ourselves now? Staying with these senses that we identified at the beginning, which we know about. So as we wiggle our toes and our fingers, we feel the sensation of the movement of air around us. And as we do this, notice it doesn't take very much movement to start the breath becoming a little deeper naturally. So notice a sense of smell. So we're wiggling our toes and fingers. Notice a breath deepening naturally. Notice the expansion of the chest as you breathe in. And then consciously breathe in a little deeper. Shall we rub our hands together to really start to energize and activate? Rub the front of the hands together. And if you should like, rub the back, but do this gently. Remember, we're staying with this compassionate self-care. We're simply energizing ourselves. And when we've done that, rubbing our hands together, our eyes are closed, but I invite you to place your hands over your eyes gently. So you feel the warmth of the hands over the eyes. And behind the closed eyes, rotate your eyes very slowly 3 or 4 times clockwise to activate the optic nerve. And then counterclockwise 3 or 4 times behind the warmth of the eye, of the hands. And then place the hands back onto the lap. Press your feet into the floor. Really feel grounded. We're earthing ourselves now as we start to come back from the inner experiencing, carrying this beauty of kindness, care and compassion for ourselves. But we're earthing ourselves. Our eyes are still closed. But when we breathe in for ourselves, breathe in this beauty of care, kindness and compassion. And then on the out breath, let's breathe out for each of us within this space. We're enveloping each other in this kindness and compassion. Then breathe that back into yourself. Feel the feeling arising and coming back into you, and then radiate out to each other as we breathe out. Breathing in for ourselves and out to each other. And a beautiful way to do this is with a smile on the lips. This enhances the power of the appreciation and affection. Breathe in for yourself because you're taking in the energy from each of us, and then breathing out and enveloping each other as we are enveloped as we breathe back in. So let's now settle the breath down. I invite you in this moment of mindfulness, eyes closed, but have a stretch. You're in your own space. Stretch so that you feel the space around you. Stretch out those limbs, your arms, your legs, and on the next in-breath, bring your arms and let's wrap them around you, or give yourself this loving hug, this sense of affection and appreciation for being here in this moment, right here, right now. You really count. Every one of us bringing ourselves into alignment and empowering ourselves and each other. Would you like another stretch? Make it mindful. As you breathe in, have this beautiful stretch, and then breathe out. Wiggly fingers and toes. We bring our hands into prayer position when you're ready. Lower the gaze, lower the head. And it's important that we bring ourselves back into this world slowly, with kindness. So when you're ready to open your eyes, do so by looking down at the tip of your fingers. Maybe plant that smile on your lips again. When you're ready, look around the room, move your neck. Just familiarize yourself with the space around you. Know that you're grounded, that you're here. But this sense of restful awareness and loving kindness will stay with you, certainly for the full day ahead. So let's stay here. As you bring yourself round, I'd love to read you some beautiful words by a very dear friend of mine. She's a local lady, lives in Nottingham. She's called Nina Dorban. And these words she wrote in 2012. So here we go. And it's called Your Coming Changes Everything. If you want to stay with your eyes closed or open, however's comfortable for you. But this is for each and every one of us, a message to take within. Come in from the cold, weary traveller. Feel the warmth here of a humane kind. We celebrate your arrival. Your genius has been eagerly anticipated as we need your unique destiny. But you have known this, dear, another. Have you not been haunted all your years by the dreams of a greater mutuality? A place of love and sharing with no ego. A place where all is divine by design. Not perfect, but learning together in joy. Have you spent many of your days in despair at the state of lonesome human lives, cast adrift from their fellows, at distance from their purpose? The state of disconnection, where the struggle for mere survival becomes paramount, yet meaningless and lacking in any true nourishment. Where the going on it's fraught with abuse every day in large and small ways. The dog, the girl, the occupation, the nation, the war, inside and out, relentless. Rest now, dear friend. Put that heavy bag of sorrow down. For you are amongst family here, the Joy family. We are your true kin and you are brother. Let us hug and rejoice your homecoming. Sit a while, my friend, feel the stillness, peace lives here. Let the gentleness melt all fears, let the kindness warm your heart. And let love be your way now. As you have found yourself, you have found us, and we love you. Where in the sharing of what you love, we shall magnify your genius by placing it in the fertile ground of deep value. The consummation of your part with us seeds a new tomorrow. Your coming here will change everything. Thank you for being here. It would be great if we could share, and it's time to stop the live stream and the recording